should imagine, well, we know that money, saving the NHS money is like, it's the money side, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you've got to, this is going to save them money. So they need to say, this is going to save money, but also improve patient experience, improve patient outcome. And then the byproduct of that is all like, it's going to improve the care for disabled people and children in hospital and their families.
Of course, yeah.
Because it is stressful. I'm not disabled myself. I can only speak for being a parent carer to a disabled child. And it's having to advocate and care for them in hospital is exhausting. And having that support, and also knowing that because you're expected to stay in hospital when you've got a disabled child, when on the children's unit, you're expected as a parent to stay there. And they don't give you any food or anything, but you're expected 24/7. Yeah, you're expected to stay there 24/7 and care for your child. And when you're in hospital and you've got a complex needs child, you kind of live in hospital because you're in there so often. So
do you get given a bed?
Yeah, it's geared up. The children's unit is geared up for that. Some children units have a recliner bed, have a chair that goes into a recliner, and some of them are improving their situations for parents to stay. But when you're in hospital all the time, one of you have to give up your work to be able to care for your child at home and also in hospital, but the other parent has to work to bring money in to the household. And when you've
got other children as well,
and you've also got other children as well, but it's mainly like you with the other parent, they can't take time off work all the time because they'll lose their job. You can take,
of course, yeah.
You can take off. There's parental leave that you can take, but that's unpaid. But it's only a certain amount that they're gonna, you can take off constantly. So you are like a single parent in a hospital setting, and what's the other one is working and picking the children up because the hospitals aren't close by. For quite a few families that go to hospital, and also adults, I guess. But so you're having to juggle everything, and then you have to stay there. And even if you just go and get a sandwich from the shop, because you obviously need to eat, you ask somebody because they require a one-to-one. So Poppy requires a one-to-one, and on many occasions I've gone, oh, can somebody just sit with Poppy whilst I go and get a sandwich and get something to eat because I'm hungry and I've been here for a few days. And you go off and come back and your child has been sick, there is no nurse around, and nobody has sorted out their airway or maintained their airway. So and you can only go, you haven't been away for very long, you've just gone to the shop to go and get some food to come back, which is located in the hospital. So we're talking 10-15 minutes. But in that time, the nurse has left your child who requires a one-to-one. And it's not been the first time. There's been lots of times that's happened. And so having a carer that comes into the hospital to provide that one-to-one nursing care.
Does she have one carer or two?
One carer. Okay. But it varies, I think, on different agencies and different places with children, because they're and also what their needs are as well. So if Poppy's, when she's hoisted, she's not at risk of hurting herself or getting her limbs trapped because she doesn't have any spontaneous movements or uncontrolled movements. So I know that with other children who have more sort of muscle spasms or learning disabilities associated to moving arms and legs. They have 2 carers, but Poppy just requires a one-to-one registered nurse to maintain her airway.
Oh. Yeah, but that's just so important that Nina saw happens, because she needs her carers when she goes to hospital.
Yeah, and I really worry about going to adult services, because she's 15 now, so we're transitioning to adult services, or starting to, and as soon as they hit 18, she's gone from a children's ward to an adult ward, and then you aren't expected to stay. And I know, I'm an adult nurse myself, I know there isn't the staffing levels to provide a one-to-one registered nurse.
Yeah.
And she requires a one-to-one because she can block off her airway, and requires nasopharyngeal suctioning and chest physiotherapy to get rid of any mucus blockages.
Yeah, and she needs her nurse to be with her.
And she needs her nurse to be with her. Yeah, because she's non-verbal as well. She's not able to say what is up with her. But when you get to know Poppy, you can tell something's not right.